Morning glory, evening grace, brothers. It's great to have everybody back on with us here with the Word Baptist Institute and our World Religions 501 class and our graduate studies continuing here on the religion of Hinduism, and today looking at Hindu worship. Hindu worship. And a Hindu worship, or a puja, as it's known as in Hindi, you'll hear that term a lot among Hindus. That includes images, prayer, chants, and diagrams of the universe. And Hindu temples are based on these diagrams of the universe, but most Hindu people actually worship at home rather than in a formal communal service. And now, first looking at the images of this Hindu worship, the sacred image, or icon as it is also called, is very central to the Hindu worship, both in the temple and in the homes of Hindus. That will be the focal point of their worship, as the images are believed to house the deity. And there's a term here, darsham, a Hindi word, and that is that is a term for seeing and being in the presence of the central icon. So, like similar to the Holy Spirit in Christianity. And the majority of Hindu homes have a shrine, as we said. Worship among Hindus takes place often more in the home than in a temple. And most homes do have a shrine. And this can be anything from maybe a whole room, a whole bedroom in a house that is set aside for worship with an altar, pictures, and statues, or sometimes it could just be a small space, like with a basil plant that is associated with Vishnu in worship. And Hindus have a multitude of different icons, a number of different icons with their own characteristics and stories, or legends behind things that took place with these deities. But there certainly are a few, however, that do stand out from the rest, that are a bit more significant than other ones, like the god Ganesha is often displayed with a human head and an elephant body. He is a deity of wisdom and prosperity. And Hanuman is a god that appears with a muscular human, mostly with a muscular human body, but with monkey characteristics. He is a god of strength and loyalty. And Shiva is the god of destruction and creation. And many images have him with a third eye and a serpent around his navel. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth and prosperity, and is often shown with a lotus flower in her hand. And the goddess Durga represents victory and motherhood. She's often accompanied by a lioness and a drum that symbolizes her strength and power. And lastly, here for now, looking at the Hindu temple. The Hindu temple, unlike Christians who worship on Sundays or Saturday for Seventh-day Adventists, and Jews who worship on their Sabbath, Hindus don't have a specified time of worship. Each congregation sets their own specified time to worship. And some temples can be very elaborate with a lot of decorations and, showing a lot of gold, like the bright gold type colors, while others may just be a small, simple room with a stage and some deities on pedestals. And services can include singing, dramatic readings, and teachings. And many Hindu temples outside of South Asia, like in places where Hindus have migrated to, like such as Europe, Western Europe, like the United Kingdom and Ireland, and in North America, like the United States and Canada, they'll often offer classes to non-Hindus to educate them about the Hindu religion. And as we've already said there, the images are always the focal point in Hindu worship at home or in the temples. And the Hindu priest, who is also known as pandits or pujaris, lead worship, like the Hindu ministers. And that can include praying, uttering sacred chants, and sometimes conducting fire ceremonies such as yajna. And that'll end our time here, looking at Hindu worship, and we'll continue with Hinduism in our next class, and we'll see you then. Until then, Eric and the Shadows flee away. I'm Dr. Cooper, and I love you, and I appreciate you.